That sucked. That'll do. I guess we're in it.
Oh,
never mind.
Redemption is alive, guys. Hi.
Look at that.
Welcome back to Two Fancy Guys.
Welcome back to the Hispanic on Paper podcast, episode 56.
56. Today.
That's wrong.
Oh, what?
That's wrong. It's 56.
Oh, okay. Oh, today is Tuesday, January 10th. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We are pouring one out.
How do you want to, yeah. Never like, That
sounds so good.
This is the classy episode.
I actually lied. Will you turn me up a bit?
Yeah, I got you. Let's see.
Oh my goodness. It's so nice.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy belated, all that, everything. So yeah, welcome back, folks. We got episode 56 coming at you. My name's Kashi.
My name is Marcos.
Sorry, I totally screwed that up. Episode 56.
My name is Marcos.
My name's Kashi. Nice to meet you guys. There's a Hispanic on Paper podcast. We are just two 22 and 21-year-old silly hearts just trying to navigate this silly world called life, and this is us documenting that. And we tell stories, we tell jokes, and occasionally we give our hot takes on current events and, you know, the ongoings of the internet and news cycle.
Yep.
And occasionally people like to listen to it. So this is what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Welcome.
And I would like to start off the episode on something.
Hit me.
Marcos, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Never forget that the best way to have a shaped lawn is diagonal cuts.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I suppose that's a great one. That's a really good one.
Just remember, when you have a house, just go for try a diagonal cut, because maybe you'll forget your ways. Maybe you'll just, for convenience sake.
To future Marcos and diagonal cuts.
Yes.
I got a good one too. You ready? Mm-hmm. So to Kashi, Chris, whatever, 20 years from now, remember, you know, it's a courtesy. A lot of people do this. I'll just tell a super quick 30-second story that leads into this. Mm-hmm. Today, on I do pest control for work. I just drive around the city spraying for bugs for people's houses and apartment complexes. And today, I pulled up to my very last stop at this really crappy apartment complex. And the maintenance guy that really likes me, really cool guy, really nice guy, just older, and he pulls up next to me and he says, "Hey, what's going on, Kashi? Long time no see." He pulls out a cigarette, starts lighting it. And I park my van and I like start getting up. I put my gloves on. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, sorry. You got a minute?" Because he wanted to like hang out and chit chat. So he just looked at me and he said, "You got a minute?"
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at him and I said, "No. This is my last stop. I'd like to get home."
Oh.
And I was very polite about it. And he was like, "Oh, all good, man, all good." And just sat in his golf cart and started puffing on his cigarette. But he was just like, "Hey, Kashi, long time no see. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, do you got a minute?"
Yeah.
Because he just wanted to chat. No. So 20 years from now, Kashi, someone looks at you and they say, "Hey, man, you got a minute?"
Say no.
I don't think I do. No. Value your time. I hope I value my time currently. I hope you're valuing your time in the future. So, just a nice little, I thought that was like,
keep valuing your time.
I had a nice little moment with myself where I was like, I was putting on my nitrile gloves, like getting psyched up because, you know, I had a really crappy apartment to go spray, and I was just like, all right. And then he pulls up next to me. I knew that he was going to want to chit chat. So I was just kind of like, I was kind of aware.
Mm-hmm. But you weren't like dreading it when he pulled up.
No, not at all. I like the guy. I like the guy. I really do. Last week when I was there, we freaking talked for like 20 minutes because I had a minute. Mm-hmm. And he asked me, I'm like, "Do you have a minute?" No, I don't. Yeah. And he's like, oh, all good. And just starts smoking. And I'm like, hell yeah, man. I'm going to go.
Ciao.
So yeah, me from 20 years from now. If you don't have a minute, make sure you let him know. But a quick disclaimer, obviously you're probably able to tell by now if you're looking for a Hispanic and Latin empowerment podcast, we are not that. We'd like to be, however, we're just not, you know. We recommend Si Se Puede or another type of podcast that'll, you know, talk about Latin empowerment and what it means to be Hispanic in multiple cultures and ethnicities and dialects and all that other stuff. So, you know, there's a podcast out there for you. Unfortunately, I regret to inform you that we are not it. Mm-hmm. But if you're here if you want some laughs, if you want some ha-has, maybe some teehees,
Dare I say giggles?
giggles,
Shiz.
some ribblets. I don't know, rib ticklers. I don't know. I was trying to, but yeah. So I got a tough question for you.
Yeah.
Not to be awkward. I know we're gonna start off with a bang, but how was your week?
Well, Marcos's week has been good. He's had less caffeine than he normally would.
You been cutting back?
Yeah, cutting back real hard. It's been like maybe every 2 days or something. I'll have coffee in the morning. That's it.
That's good.
The only type of caffeine I'll
Yeah,
have.
no
And
more
I'm
rains?
Yeah.
Oh, you still having rains?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Has
no,
that been? You've been feeling it?
Well, yeah, no. Like my sleep has been getting better, and Marcos has been trying good gut health. So check this out.
Yeah, good. I like it.
Bianca,
Shout out episode 49 if you haven't checked it out.
I've been taking my vitamins.
Taking vitamins. I love that. This wine is fantastic.
It's really good.
I'm not a big wine, or like I don't dislike wine. I just don't drink it that often. This was a gift from one of the houses that I sprayed. Shout out to Raman, like Indian surgeon, super nice guy. He just hates rodents, and he's just like, really, really nice Indian man, and gave this to me as a gift, and I'm very grateful. So thank you, genuinely, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wine, chocolate, and some cash for Merry Christmas. But yeah. So cutting back on caffeine, better sleep.
Yeah, better sleep
good
so
gut
far.
health.
Good gut health. So like I've been eating like yogurt, just trying to have like two, like just having a serving
like
or two a
Yoplait?
day. No, like Oikos, like
the good
protein
stuff.
one.
Yeah, the good stuff.
It's only like $3-4.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah.
just buy a tin of that, and so like
Yeah.
Miranda eats it too.
Yeah, Yoplait has hella sugar. That's why I was asking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't do that here in this household. We go for gains. Sorry.
I like it. I like it.
No,
Welcome to the Schwoll house.
But yeah, like blueberries, fruit, other stuff like that. Just on top of it, chia seeds,
Granola.
granola. Yeah.
So-
went to Winco.
I don't know why. My protein shakes that I have 1 or 2 a day are juiced to oblivion. They have everything I like, everything I need. And for some reason, I'm still sleeping on chia seeds. Tell me about those.
So it's good fiber.
Yeah. Oh,
It's-
outstanding, I'm sure.
yeah,
Talk about
it's-
gut health. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those will do it.
super good fiber. Helps your helps your gut move.
Them
all that.
intestines. Yeah. Loosens them up a little bit.
Intestines. Yep. Also easy source of protein, so people will substitute chia seeds for eggs sometimes. I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I have hella
There's enough.
eggs.
It's like I think it's like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, something like
Interesting.
that. Is like 7 grams. Of
very
protein.
cool. I did not know that.
And they're super. You don't even taste them. They
No,
just literally
not at all, yeah.
It just adds a little crunchy texture
They
every now
might
and then.
get stuck in your teeth, but aside from that, like you're
They
good.
do get stuck. That's the only like.
I put cherries in my protein because I can't get unseeded cherries because they're frozen. So like those will get like deep in my molars, and I deal with it because whatever.
Yeah.
But
Floss.
yeah, exactly.
I have floss and toothbrush at work.
Yeah.
So
Oh, do you? Toothbrush is smart.
When I'm done
Toothbrush is
eating,
smart.
and my coworker is like, I don't know why it never struck me to do that.
When I started carrying deodorant a couple jobs ago when I was like 19, I was like, you know what? It can't hurt to just throw an extra stick of deodorant in my backpack at work. No problem. Saved me like twice maybe in 2 years of working there. But I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
those 2 times I would have been so insecure I wouldn't have been able to focus on anything just because I'm worried about how bad I stink.
Now I'm on the top of my game because I'm fresh.
Exactly. So yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Good for you, man. Yeah, dude, the gym has been my total safe haven. I'm really proud of myself.
That's good, man. You look great.
Thank you. I feel great. I
look great.
started a private story on Snapchat just because I was like, I want to like capture this, but I don't want to be annoying. And I almost got more annoyed taking pictures and just not doing anything with them. Like get a freaking insane pump, take a picture of it, save it, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to post that. I don't want to be annoying. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like I'll just make a private story. I got so my stories usually get like 170, 200 views. And after about 24 hours, I got like 31 people on the private story. So I'm like, that is perfect. Cool. So it's the exact amount of people that like want or like give a shit. You know, exactly. So, you know, if you're on my private story, thank you. And a ton of swipe ups, just like, you know, the watering eyes emoji, or like all those shit. I'm just like, damn, like it's good gas up. But it's like, instead of having 1 or 2 compliments out of like 175 people, I'm getting like 14 to 15 of people that like actually give a shit, which I genuinely value. So like it's been good positive feedback, and you know, my morning skinny, just
Insane.
you know, for the 30 people that are like, hey, you look great. I'm like, hey, look, here's what I look like in the mornings. if anything, I hope this inspires you to make one too. You know, if you're getting gains, make a private Snapchat story and just let people post it so that people could join it themselves.
Appreciate your gains.
Yeah, I've been really grateful because so it's funny. I sent at like Christmas dinner. I showed it was my 22nd birthday. I showed my dad and his girlfriend and my grandpa. I was like, you guys look at me 60 pounds ago. Look, that's what I used to look like.
Yeah,
and this is me a couple days ago. And my dad totally tried to high road me, and he was just like, dude, you know, that's cool and all. I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to love you no matter what. I don't care what you look like. Most people don't care what you look like. So, you know, like, you look great and I'm happy for you, son. But like, no disrespect, but I don't think anyone really cares that much. I'm glad you do, though. And I'm just like, he said that. And he meant it from like a loving place of like, I don't care what you look like.
Yeah.
If other people do, good for them and good for you. And then he talked to someone that gained like 85 pounds in like 6 weeks because they just fell off of every health thing that they were doing.
85?
Or probably like 45 pounds over the course of like 6 weeks.
Jeez.
And my dad was just kind of like, wait, what happened? He's like, and the guy who gained the weight, my dad was just like, dude, it's like a lifestyle. It's so hard. It's so difficult to do, to just maintain that and keep that up. And I guess, and my dad, like, he complimented him. He's like, so this is recently, where a couple days ago, he was like, dude, I just kind of heard about the science and like what it actually takes. So with that being said, good for you. And I'm sorry, like, genuinely. So I was like, now I have an even bigger head about it, where I'm like, for real, dude. Yeah. I'm under 220 for the first time in so long. It's just nice. But we don't always talk about the gym and health crap. So with that being said, I just kind of want to segue into our New Year's fiasco. We'll talk about Christmas. We had a couple other cool stuff, but our New Year's party, we go big every year for New Year's. Every year, like, that's our big thing on New Year's. The 5 of us boys, and it's our big thing. And we always go all out, crazy bash. And this year, I think we held true. I great party.
Yeah,
I had a great time. Yeah, no, genuinely, just this is my first New Year's like smoking. I had a cigar, and because like last year New Year's I've never smoked. I don't smoke weed, but just cigars. Okay, because I'm classy. Because we're classy.
Because we're classy.
We're classy gentlemen.
Fine child.
No. Saying you're some fine child is by sounding like a dipshit. We're actually like super like economically savvy too. Like, economy is crazy, dude. I love economy.
I think savvy is the word that I hear the most, like in my general day.
Because you work in the tech field,
and I hate that word.
Oh, I don't. I don't blame you. Because people just use it as if it means everything and anything.
I'm tech savvy.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not very tech savvy, and you know.
I always tell people like, neither am I. I just like, but if
just
you're willing to
repetition.
learn, like, if you're willing to learn, I'm willing to teach.
Yeah,
you know?
I like that.
Yeah. You are never too late to start.
Yep, absolutely. Someone brought up a really good point where they're like, I saw the funniest, like, someone went on like a Trump Biden thing, like a tangent on Facebook. And the guy brought up a really good point in a question where he's like, do you understand how angry you have to be like over the age of 60, 65, knowing full well that the person is index typing and one single index finger, like, gas prices. Like, do you know how angry you have to be to really commit to that? Because like, I'll start typing some dumb shit on Twitter and get like a majority of the tweet done in about 12 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, well, hold on. Yeah, let me do some.
I still want my job.
Let me do some peer review editing, and then just make sure like I'm not making a complete ass of myself. But yeah, so I thought that was a funny, especially because you working with older people in the tech field, where it's like, yeah, like, I'm not very tech savvy, and you're like, yeah, but it's your generation that are putting the weird shit on the internet, knowing that they're index typing. I can't get over that. But there's a weird little nugget of the New Year's party, and this is so strange. I hope those girls that were there never listened to this. So almost all of us were like 21, 22. There were a couple of folks there that were a little older, not by much though. And one of our girlfriends that just pulled through, she brought like, or not one of our girlfriends, one of our friends that's a girl, because I always have to freaking clarify that because people are annoying. She's like, yeah, can I come through? And we're like, hell yeah. And she brought like 4 high schoolers with her. And we're all 21, 22. And it's 2023, and you know, there's just certain things that I just feel so uncomfortable with, knowing like the Me Too shit and just being aware of all this. And I didn't know this at the time. Right when they pulled up, I was like, geez, dude, these girls look young. Like, this is weird. I'm sorry, but.
Well, it's not to neglect that, like, also, I think I heard later in the night they had come from, like, an Addams Family party, so they looked gothic.
So it's Wednesday themed.
Yeah, they were.
First of all, that's fucking awesome.
It was a cool thing.
That's really cool.
But just to show, with no context, or like not being briefed on that, you're looking at them, you're like,
scary braided goth hair.
What the fuck?
Cool for sure. Like, after I knew and I thought about it for like 3 seconds, I'm like, wow, that's actually
complete
sick.
sense.
Totally sick.
I literally was like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
Good job.
Exactly.
But at first face glance, you're like,
yep. So one of the girls, right when she got there, sparks up one of like the cleanest blunts I've ever seen, just weed, and she starts smoking up. She's toking away, and I'm like, okay, like I wasn't being a dick or anything, but in my head, genuinely, I was like, whoa, like, all right, make yourself at home, like, hell yeah, go crazy, it's a party. And there was the girl that she was hanging out with, and this girl looked like she was 15, and I was just like, the party was at my mom's house. There was drinking, there was medical marijuana,
What?
You got to cover your bases. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I wanted to make it sound not bad. Medicinal drugs, or what do you call medicinal? But anyway, and it was a tiny girl. She genuinely looked like 15, and out of nowhere, she's by the bonfire. There's a fire, and she literally just slumps back. And the girl that was smoking the joint grabbed her head and was just like supporting her, and it was just so weird. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, oh yeah, sorry, we just came from another party. We came from the Wednesday thing, and we got super drunk. They got and I was just like, oh my gosh, like. And in knowing that this is our biggest thing every year, we go all out for fireworks, we go all out for booze, we go all out for numbers. Like, we have just a good party. And this was the first time in a long time where I was like, shit, dude, like, this is like weird. I don't know why. And I'm sorry I'm turning this into a long tangent, but I was just like, I definitely had this like weird, profound, I don't know, this sense of like, I don't know, higher stakes when I'm like, damn, dude, like, it's one thing to get in trouble for fireworks or for loud music or some shit like that, but I was like, dude, no, like, one of our best friends in the world, one time he threw a giant party, and the next day there were cops at his door saying like, hey, there was a girl here who said that she had like a not so good time, like, we need to talk about it, parents involved, police involved. And I'm just like, that experience is just ringing so loudly in my ears, and I was just like, damn, dude.
Oh yeah.
And then she got like freaking blacked out. She couldn't walk, so, and the girl that she was with, she like couldn't carry her that well, so like I was prioritizing so quickly getting her out of my mom's house that I was carrying her from the fire to the patio, to the bathroom, to the car. I carried her everywhere.
Just point A to point B.
Yeah. And every time, like, I could tell that the other girls that were there, because so get this, she drove everyone there. So the one that was like blacked out, like passing out, she was the ride. So I literally asked the other three girls, I'm like, hey, would she trust one of y'all to drive her car? And she's like, oh, under this condition, absolutely. And I was like, okay. Are you guys planning on like staying long, or like is this and all like it's like I don't like I felt so bad, but I was like, are you guys like ready to freaking go? And they're like, yeah, because we go back to school this weekend, so we should probably get in bed. I'm like, oh my god, they're still in high school. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
How did they get here?
Yeah, so that's, and the friend that the friend of their friend that like knew me and my roommate like really well. She just knows them through like sports and shit like that, which I get. Sports is fine. They were sophomores when she was a senior, which makes perfect sense.
Okay.
So they're only 3 years younger than us. If you think about that, that's not weird. That's not weird at all. But knowing numbers and the way the world works, like that Dane Cook shit. Dane Cook's 50, dating a 23-year-old, and they've been together for 5 years. And you're like, hey, yo. Like, oh yeah, so like, because that was pop, and that, like, even shit like that was just on my mind, where I'm like, damn, dude, like, some people in this world, the way they just, I don't know.
I hate drunk people, dude.
Yeah, dude, I hate drunk people as well.
Control your inhibitions.
Tap off.
That'll be good.
And yeah, no, so. But however, the New Year's party was fantastic. We got the dopest fireworks. All my best friends are there with Little Caesars pizza and cheap alcohol. And we're 21, 22. Like, what more can you ask for? But a good night. How was your Christmas?
It was great.
Yeah.
Man, it really was just a good day.
Yeah, me too.
Solid all the way through.
So I feel super bad. Oh man, this is gonna sound bad. I'm gonna go on another like short tangent just because. So from ages like 3 through 16, I had the exact same Christmas every single year.
Okay.
My parents split when I was 2 years old. I do not remember a life where my parents were together, which honestly I'm grateful for. Which sounds bad, but it's for the best, I promise. Not in a sappy way. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve with my mom, the Mexican side of the family. You always open gifts the night before when you're Mexican.
Midnight.
Exactly. Or 10 p.m., depends. But from ages 3 to 16, that's what we did. And my tia Emma, her house is in Buckeye, all the way out and like 45 minutes away from us. And my dad would pick me up every Christmas Eve after we did gifts. After all that, my dad would come out and pick me up. My dad lived in Queen Creek, which is it's 45 minutes away from us. Queen Creek is 45 minutes away. In going even further, it was like an hour 45, 2 hour drive. And I had this weird, like, profound, like, sense of gratefulness. Like, just I was like, damn, dude, my dad put me on his back his whole life and his whole youth, and I didn't even think about that. And the reason I thought about this is because this is the first Christmas that we didn't have that. Because so 16, 17, 18, 19, same Christmas too, except the only difference is I could drive.
Yeah.
But same Christmas.
Yeah.
Mexican Christmas Eve, Christmas morning at my white ass dad's house, where we wake up in the morning, Santa came,
yeah.
and then we open the gift. This was the first time where we didn't do that. The Christmas Eve, my mom was out of town and I couldn't make it. So the Christmas Eve was like kind of chill.
Yeah.
And the Christmas morning, spent the whole thing with my dad. And yeah, dude, just serenity, football, fire food. I got
Mondo leftovers.
Exactly. It's one thing, and this is kind of a weird thing. It's there's getting spoiled on Christmas. Like there's a kid out there that got a PS5, a hoverboard, a new bike, yada 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 yada. Got spoiled.
Yeah.
I got like I know my son spoiled. I got the 2 of the dopest jackets I've ever got in my life.
Ooh.
And I'm sure they weren't that expensive by any means, but they're perfect. I love them. I got a little bobblehead. Means the world to me.
Love it.
And I'm just like, damn, just so grateful. So what'd you get for Christmas?
I got some minifigs. So for D&D, right?
Yeah, those are parents that know you.
I got the player's handbook.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
we're I hate to say we're Dungeons and Dragons nerds. So yeah, we ran that up. But
yeah. And there's something that I was gonna bring up later. But I got custom all weather floor mats for my car.
In your car?
Yeah, in my car.
Bellissimo.
So
that is
fitted.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Was it to like your car model?
Yeah, it's WeatherTech.
That's so sick. That's so sick.
I got spoiled.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely spoiled.
That's awesome, dude. Good for you. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
One thing I was gonna just talk about now that just ride the coattails of that note was I kind of was thinking about something the other day. My coworkers, like, they ask about my week and I'll ask about theirs, you know what I mean? Just respective banter. And I'll come back on a Saturday, because our D&D sessions are usually Friday. It's always when they are. That's why I took that day off. Saturday going in, they'll be like, Marcos, how was D&D?
Oh,
now
I didn't know that.
Now listen to this. It's hard to say that a session was crazy because that idea is inherently crazy. To say like you daydreamed with 5 of your friends and rolled the dice, roll like a little plastic piece,
which dictated the daydream.
Yeah, which dictated the daydream, how well the daydream went. So actively, like, it was just the most like, I don't know, it just kind of clicked in my head, and I was
a little epiphany.
Yeah, it clicked in my head, and I was like, what do I do with this information now that I have it? It's like I just sat around with my friends for 5 hours.
Had a little existential crisis.
Well, yeah, because it's like you can't. It's like hard to explain why it was good.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you're like, 5 totally fictional things that we made up that are only contextual to us.
I have a hard time doing that too because my son in D&D. My son, I am obsessed with. I think about him. I think about my fake son all day, and so people like I have to communicate that to people that are strangers. They're like, oh well, like what's your character? And I'm like, I'm like a half orc monk fighter hybrid. Blah blah blah. I have a son. Oh, that boy. Let me tell you. And then they're like, it's Okay.
That's your friend narrating a voice. So
That's your roommate.
No, the realization was that I'm fucking crazy. That's all it was. Case in point.
That's your friend.
Yeah.
That's your friend. Every fucking person that you talk to in this daydream is your fucking friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so I was like, man.
Damn, that's so fucking funny. I've never thought about that. That's really funny.
I don't think I've ever been more excited to like start a hobby because of it. And then I just had that epiphany and I was like, man.
Damn, dude, I'm a fucking loser.
And it's not going to detract from it at all. I'm going to go back every Friday.
I'm going to double down.
Roll my silly little dice even harder.
I love my fake son even harder now. Who's my friend?
Oh, yeah.
That is so funny, dude. That is hilarious. You know, and if you, because I shat on D&D, I bullied my friends for playing Dungeons and Dragons a lot of my upbringing. Mm-hmm. I played it for the first time in college and I fell in love with it. And I'm really grateful that I had that experience. And yeah, no, it's something that I really look forward to.
Yeah,
I always look forward to D&D. I'm really grateful that we have it because you know the five of us boys, we've been friends for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and it's just this weird little nugget of like. Because if you would have asked me 2 years ago, like, hey, how can this friendship progress? And I would have found someone would have been like, oh, no, like a role play tabletop game.
Yeah.
I would have been like, okay. It's just like the same as hanging out.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's
quite.
not.
No,
It's a totally different layer. You
get into it. And you have fun.
No, you get into it. Yeah. I get angry. I get angry at my friends. I get angry at the characters that my friends are playing. I walk away from it angry at my friends because they're playing that character. Which happened this past session. Yeah. But anyway. But yeah, if you never tried out D&D, dude, go on, I don't know, like Facebook Marketplace. It's hard with strangers or people that you're not like super close to, but
yeah,
if you have the opportunity, you getting a call?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm just going to plug my phone.
Yeah. Oh, good call. Good call. Yeah. On my bedside. But yeah, if you've never had the chance to play Dungeons and Dragons, like no joke, if you're presented the opportunity even slightly, shoot, go for it. Like full send, eyes closed, head first, can't lose. But so I wanted to bring up a little side. This kind of plays into this too. Yeah. I was spraying this apartment complex. It was a senior community, 55 plus. Shout out to Robin. She works in the front. Super nice lady. But you're good to if you want to just stop it. Thank you. But yeah, so there's this guy. I'm walking in, spraying hard bridge areas, cracks, crevices, and entry points. That's the name of the game. And I walk into his bedroom and I see this old man, probably like 60.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, how you doing? Do you got a spray behind this? Mm-hmm. I'm like, what is that controller? I do a little assessment. GameCube. He's playing the GameCube.
Oh, sick.
And he is like full on NBA 2023 2K sitting forward in your beanbag chair, like gaming. He's in it.
That's sick.
And he's playing Zelda. Mm-hmm. Like the original Zelda. Yeah. It was something water related, but it was like, yeah, water breathing, blah, 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 like something like that. I don't remember. But he's like, oh, so check it out. I was reading in this gamer newsletter that I get every month in the mail, and they just said that there's an achievement that you can get right here on mastery expertise or like whatever. He's like, I already got it on expert. Yeah. I already got that. Duh. But mastery, I don't have that yet. I didn't know.
So he's a achievement hunter, perfectionist.
He was on GameCube.
Yeah.
And so kind of the same thing as D&D where like in your head, the space that it occupies in your head, I'll never ever bully anyone ever again for something that they're super invested in that I think is weird. I think about that about gardening. Whenever I find someone that's just super obsessed with their garden, I'm like, good. I'll never in my life be like, geez, get a life, you freaking loser. I'm like, no, dude. If you walk away from the hobby that you just did and it's all you can think about, if it takes up your entire frontal lobe of just like existence, all the power to you. I'll never make fun of anyone again for it.
Yeah.
So this old man, I could just tell he hated his wife and his wife hated him. I was in there for 3 minutes and I was just like, damn, there's like tension. Like I could just tell, they're probably married for like 35 years or whatever. Mm-hmm. He has his Zelda. Yeah. So I don't know why. Like that was the little nugget of existence. Where I'm like, yeah, it's on me from 20 years ago. Like if you have your thing, have it, run with it,
have it,
love it.
Yep.
But yeah, that was just a little like I saw that and I immediately threw it in the podcast notes and I was just like, damn. I envy you. I strive to be you. To when you have that thing, really hold on to it and protect it. I heard the term someone said the other day, protect your focus. And I thought about that really hard. It's like it kind of was a kick in the ass for even like for the podcast for like editing. And it was like, yeah, dude, protect your focus. Whenever like if you can think of like 3 or 4 distractions that are always breaking your focus, mine's my phone, no doubt about it. My phone, my hair, stupid shit. Where I'm just like, whenever I'm concentrating on something, there are a couple of primary. So it's like, turn my phone on airplane mode, throw it out of the freaking window, and whatever. Or if I'm driving, just whatever. And so yeah, I just heard that. I don't know why that like triggered that. Protect your focus. That was a cool little term I heard. So you're a bit of a bowler. Bit of a bowler. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
You have any bowling icons?
Me, myself, and I.
That's hard. I like that.
Just kind of off the rip.
Watch this. That's hard. That's a hard quote. Speaking of hard quotes pertaining to bowling, what the hell? What kind of segue is that? You can't do that.
What kind of poll is this?
Yeah. So I don't know if any of you guys know who Peter Weber. I think it's Pete Weber. I don't know if it's Peter. It's Pete. Oh yeah, it is Peter. Son of a bitch. Peter Weber, bowling legend. Absolutely. You guys have definitely heard the video, but he's the guy who like won a tournament and it was a stupid amount of money. And he looks over to the crowd and he says, "Who do you think you are? I am." Huh? Are you kidding me? Who do you think you are? I am.
Wrist guard and all.
Wrist guard, yeah. Oh, everything, the whole nine. The unanimous balding pattern amongst all the pros. Good for them.
The Oakley shades.
Oh yeah.
Rimless on the bottom.
And so, first of all, that quote has been dissected in philosophy classes now because it really does like kind of hit you in the
fortifies the soul.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's one of the most iconic sports clips in history of just, who do you think you are? I am. He had another one because he's retiring.
Yeah.
So he's, hanging up the wrist guard, hanging up the bowling shoes.
Shoo.
That's got to be tough to do.
Hanging up the rag.
Yep. His whole life. Yep. The
microfiber.
Yeah. Hanging it up. Can't be easy. All the power to you, Peter Weber. And he, in his one of his last interviews, some sports reporter, journalist is talking to him. And she says, she is like, "Hey, what do you have to say to your fans?" And he's like, "Oh, just thank you, blah, 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 blah." And then she's like, "Well, what do you have to say to the people that didn't really care for you all that much?"
Oh,
and he puts his hands behind his back and kind of like puffs his chest out just a smidge. He just kind of goes, "Love me or hate me, you watched. Ooh, that's all you could do." And then walks away and grabs his ball and bowls a strike, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? That is one of the hardest things I've ever heard in my life.
Then he crushed a model.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
He just went for it.
I was dumbfounded because I was like, I'm not joking. I say this all the time on this podcast. That's because I really do mean it when I say it sometimes.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Some of the things that people get away with in this world where I'm like, dude, he just sprinkled in this freaking nugget of just iconicism of
diabolical knowledge.
Absolutely. And I'm just like, damn, dude, that's the coldest shit I've ever heard in my life. Love me or hate me, you watched. That's all you could do. So yeah, I heard that and I'm just like, damn, dude. Whew. I had it saved. This is one of the downsides of having multiple Instagram accounts because I don't know which Instagram account I saved it to. I think it's the other one. Sorry, I'm just stalling, buying myself time.
Oh yeah. So Marcos likes to do this thing where he loses the first half of the game, not on purpose or anything like that, but then he bowls a turkey in the 10th frame and then clutches up the win.
That's hard. Yeah. I like it.
Sky has thrown many a tantrum. But as of late, when we've been going bowling,
I found it.
when we we've been going bowling more and more, she's been actually catching up to me pretty hard. Yeah, she's been throwing it down. She's been kind of getting her style,
because there is an improvement.
I told her, I said,
it's exponential for a while, and then it plateaus, and then that's how people catch you, like because you're like, oh shit, I'm getting better and better and better and better, and then you're like, it's like hard to get better than how well I've been doing.
So here's what I've been in, where I've been. God, I've probably been playing bowling for like 6 months or like a little over 6 months.
Yeah, longer than that.
Like February. When are we gonna start going? Like February?
Huh? When did we start bowling?
That was like technically our second date, but like
It was that had been like November or December.
When did you guys start like
but
killing
like consistently. That had to have been like February.
February, March. Yeah.
God.
When did you get your own ball? Yeah.
I think I got it in March.
Okay, so yeah, February, March. Yeah, that's perfect. That's
somewhere
perfect.
out
Then.
there, yeah.
That's a really good window.
And still bowling to now, so like however long that time frame was,
10 months.
just shy of a year.
10, 11 months.
Shy of a year.
Yeah.
What I've kind of learned is like I perfected my 7 and 8 pin.
Yeah.
Hit.
That's good.
And then I can clean up that strike or that spare.
That spare every
I
time.
can clean up that spare. Or if I don't get the strike, off bat, and I have one pin standing,
do you bowl?
Can I hit it on that far? What? Yeah.
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 I
bowl with 2 fingers and a hook.
Yep. Exactly. Me too.
So yeah, my ball has custom finger holes, and it's got
So once you get
all
there,
the fixins. Aiden got me a towel.
Yeah, that's really
It's got
really
Don
cool.
Julio and tacos on it.
That's so sick. Oh,
So
that's
my
right,
bowling.
Right.
That's my bowling rag. Okay, last bit of lore. Boom.
Appreciate all the fans I had.
Sorry.
I appreciate all the fans I had. You hate me or love me. You watched. That's all you could do. Thank you.
Let me see him hit that strike. No way. Yeah, they're replaying like all of his famous strikes.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are?
Ah, dude, it gets me so fucking amped every time I hear that. Who do you think you are? I am. Damn, dude, I want to walk into like an accounting firm.
Yeah.
And yeah, the guy with the top numbers, I'm gonna be like, hey, you, Stanley, this quarter, I am coming for you. You understand? Quarter wraps up, and I did 0.9% better than him in numbers and profit or some stupid, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass, but Stanley, who do you think you are? I am, dude. Whew. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Little nuggets of that where it's like, I think that's why I'm obsessed with movies so much, because every single thing Optimus Prime ever said, I'm on the edge of my seat, just like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, that's inherently the point.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be the
Absolutely.
big. It's supposed to be the most dramatic thing you've watched.
Yeah, oh, of course.
But every movie is designed to be like that, or
one of my favorite things where it's like Optimus Prime was like off screen for like 12 minutes at one point, which is a long time. And then it just cuts to him on the battlefield, and 5 little like big ass monsters are jumping at him all simultaneously. And he takes out a sword and swipes and cuts all 5 of their heads off. And he like sheaths his sword and he's like, "Did you forget who I am?" And you're just like, God damn, dude,
motherfucker's tough.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, little things like that where I'm like, damn, dude.
Oh,
kind of little fun, kind of funsies, you know.
Again, with Marcos, I feel like is starting to have a recurring segment is let the Matrix figure it out.
Yeah.
So here, this has been my thing.
Like the Matrix?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like Andrew Tate.
No. I don't give a fuck about that guy. But
tell me you think about this. I genuinely want to get like a 14 through 19-year-old that loves him, and I'd be down to keep it, like put a black bar over him and just like talk to him, because there are a lot of people that are obsessed with him. And I just want to hear him talk about him.
Just understand the finances.
Yeah, okay. And not make fun of him, not clown on him.
Yeah,
tell me
why do you
tell me what you think.
Okay.
And we should try that. We should look into that.
And then when the podcast ends, we call him mean names.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be funny if it was like 14.
So I had a thing that happened a long time ago where anytime I lose something, I don't know if it's object permanence issues. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's just a general perception issue, as all things are. But Marcus has an issue where if he sets something down, it can disappear. It can just go in the fourth dimension.
It's gone.
Yeah. No, but here's what I'll say is I'll check all the places that are most probable to hold that item. And if it fails, I will declare. I am walking out of the room.
Yep.
And if it's back, I won't say a word.
Yep.
And I
You've talked
go
about this
downstairs.
before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I come back and it'll be there, right? Kind of happened the same thing here.
Maybe.
The dinosaur attraction at Zoo Lights.
Okay.
Only around every
hold on.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
You said the dinosaur attraction, and I was like, like getting turned on by dinosaurs.
The prehistoric.
Sorry, you said the dinosaur attraction. you
Yeah.
know? Sorry, dude, that's so funny. I'm sorry.
It was one of those where we just didn't plan our time like as efficiently as we could have.
Showed up
It was
a little
Sky
late.
and I on a date day.
Showed up a little late.
Showed up a little late.
That happens.
Yeah, whatever the case happened to be, probably my fault, to be honest, because I wanted to play my game in the morning, Boom.
It's definitely his fault.
Definitely my fault. So Sky wanted to go see this dinosaur attraction, and I'm all about dinosaurs too. So I
Yeah.
was fully in love with the idea, and two,
new Jurassic Park just
mad
dropped.
props to Sky for coming up with that date. It's so easy. It's so easy.
And it's
to-
not really that expensive.
No, well, she had it for free. She has it for free. She
hell
has
yeah.
it. Has it.
That's hard.
Has. So
Is that with your
more
job?
on this point?
Oh, that's cool.
We missed that window to be able to go.
Damn.
Because we're like, we ended up getting food, but it was kind of that point where it's like we'd have to rush to get there. We didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So we're just like, fuck it. Let's just do it another day when we have plenty of time. Right? We're like, you know what? Let's get tickets for Zoo Lights. Spontaneity hit.
Uh-huh.
Just got tickets to Zoo
Yeah,
Lights.
yeah.
Bought them, went. And then lo and behold, the attraction that had been missing, I think since 2020, something like that, came back. It was the dinosaur animatronic attraction.
Hell
and it had
yeah.
all the prehistoric things. So we
That's so sick.
not only hit Zoo Lights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We hit Zoo Lights, the zoo, because like the elephants and shit were out. Like it was the bam. And then we hit dinosaurs.
That's so sick.
Martha frocking dinosaurs, ladies and gentlemen. Golly.
That's awesome.
These animatronics, man, they gave me so many ideas, and I was like, can I put dinosaurs in a D&D campaign?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, technically.
Oh yeah.
They're stat blocked. No, so but yeah, basically it ended up being a great night. It was
Yeah.
still successful, and I just thought of like that was
A
the universe.
Stegosaurus killed one of our biggest villains. A
That's
Stegosaurus killed him.
actually true.
Yeah.
No, but the point of that being was that like it was leaving it up to the Matrix. It was like, all right, I'm gonna walk away from we missed out on
Yeah,
dinos.
That's really cool. Oh, I see what you mean.
I just completely trusted the process.
That's so sick.
yeah.
All the way props to you, dude. That's fucking awesome. That's really important. That's
Came
really
back.
cool. I'm telling you, like that's where, the Matrix. One way to put it. I do the same thing, but with the universe. A lot of you folks listening at home might do that same thing, but with God. Good for you. No shame, no shade. I do that with the universe. Straight up. That's super cool. I'm really glad that worked out for you. That's really cool. That's a cool story. Just let the wind take me.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Interesting, man. And it was sick.
Oh, sick,
Yeah,
dude.
man. I like Zoo Lights. I feel bad because there's so much controversy around like the zoo in general now.
I think, if I had to pick a better of an evil, I'd rather pick a zoo than a SeaWorld.
Or a circus.
No, a zoo than a SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Because like a zoo is like, okay, at least there's some rehabilitation point to this.
Oh.
It's like there's still limited enclosures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like water, I think is just worse for
Yeah,
me.
that's
it's
true.
like it just being trapped in a white room.
The size of like this living room.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would rather just go see pretty lights. and
I
not-
struggle with, dude. Like it's just messed up. There should not be a single tiger in the wild anymore. I know it's super messed up. Dude, there's like 2,500 left or something insane. Just get them all and keep them safe.
okay. Just pick them all up.
Scoop them all, or scoop as many as you can.
There needs to be. We just need to get a big island.
Yeah.
We just need to get a,
maybe.
Well, we just
Because they
need-
could still
no.
go extinct that way.
Well, what?
They could still go extinct on an
No, I'm
island.
saying a big island.
Yeah, okay, but like
Moderate population.
okay,
With habitats.
then we need like 5 or 6 big islands.
Yeah.
And we have the exact same island, just copy paste it.
What's the climate for some of them? Are we?
Well,
just trying
okay,
to, like-
so we have 2 and 2. We have 2. There's 6 islands.
Okay.
2 jungle, 2 Sahara, and 2.
First of all, look at these moving
tropical.
animatronics and look at how big those are.
Those are Wow, those look
fucking
good.
sick.
Those look so. Oh, is that the Indominus Rex?
Yeah.
That's super sick.
Or no. The Indominus Rex is from the made up Jurassic
That
Park
lady
movie.
looks like Velma.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
not the focus of the picture.
Sorry.
Good grief.
She does
No. Painting them with feathers, one is
Oh
horrifying.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Not only one is it probably accurate because I'm not an archaeologist,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
nor do
for
I study
sure.
biology, but like seeing that and they're like moving and they're making noises, they look real.
Yeah, they do.
Like there's
Damn,
a
they
genuine
really
sense
do.
of
Oh,
anxiety.
the noise. Is it loud?
It's loud.
Was it like loud?
It's loud.
Yeah, that's super sick. I love that, dude.
Let me
Good to like the art team. I know that's super corny, but like genuinely, if you were a part of the team that worked on that, like that, good for you, honestly.
Oh, dude. It's incredible.
That must be a cool job. Like I know a lot of people that worked at the Renaissance. Like every year that the Renaissance Fair comes, they
Turn out so
they
good.
work on it, which is like
Yeah,
they,
a lot
like,
of people
go
are
work.
volunteers.
Yeah, oh yeah,
for the
Good
Renaissance
good
Fair,
for them.
and I think that's really really
That's
interesting.
super sick. That's super sick.
That's also one of the dates that you can't do spontaneously.
Oh, you got to plan
You
that.
gotta
Yeah,
plan it.
meticulously.
It sells out. It
Well,
sells
dude,
out really fast.
I know. It's
I would love to do
it's
that.
super annoying. Dude, inflation, minimum wage going up, all that. Dude, it is so expensive now. Like the Ostrich Festival, the Renaissance Fair, like it's so expensive. It's not a normal date anymore. It's
It's an event.
yeah, which I get it, you know.
Which sucks.
Oh, yeah, super.
because it waters down. Or I don't know, because it waters down like the idea of a date.
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, because like I feel bad because like after I left I've talked about this on the podcast before. We went to the Ostrich Festival. We didn't do a single ride, which right. I didn't really want to, honestly. Just they were cool, but like I don't know. I've done a lot of.
It's
roller
also the
coasters.
biggest proprietor of money.
Yes,
like
so $4 waters, and I'm just like, damn, dude, that's so unethical. And my freaking pulled pork sandwich was $23.
yeah.
And my turkey leg, $21. I'm just like, dude, I remember the first time I went on, like, I remember going to like the Renaissance Fair in, 2014. My turkey leg was $9. It was a $9 turkey leg. And what is that?
Now
Yeah.
it's like $20.
Yeah, now 9 years later, it's $21, $23, $24 for a turkey leg. And I'm
Yep.
just like, damn.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. It's a part of the experience. I know it's super corny to say that, but like walking around this medieval time with a giant ass turkey leg, you're like, hell yeah.
Are there really less turkeys?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's like, are there less turkeys?
I would love to talk you to a turkey leg distributor and be like, dude, tell me why. Tell me why this shit is out the ass
Why?
expensive. This is ridiculous.
Is it the labor simply
Yeah.
for smoking it?
No, so that's I thought it was either like it's something that has to do with cooking it, or it's like paying the people because minimum wage is going up, inflation. You need to pay the people that are getting the turkey legs more.
One, you have
But
to pay the people who rent the stalls.
Yeah, all that,
You
all
gotta
that.
rent
But
the
I'm
stall,
just
you gotta
like-
pay for the turkey.
In 9 years, it
Fucking
up 60%. I'm like,
fucking
damn,
doubled.
dude, that is insanity to me.
Yeah.
And I know I'm, freaking just complaining to nobody, but at the same time, I'm like,
No,
dude,
that's where I've started to like not a resolution because like I don't particularly follow resolutions. That's just not my. I don't have the discipline for that. I guess
I gave it like 4 or 5 minutes. I couldn't think of one.
I can't call a shot like that.
I really couldn't.
I
Think
have
of
to
one.
like actually do it and see
Yeah.
if it's like okay. Is
Does
this
this
feasible?
work? I
Yeah,
like
does this
that.
work?
That's good.
Because the gut health thing, it was like, can I eat yogurt in the morning?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Can I add
It's
fruit
way,
to it?
It's way less of a resolution. And like, hey, New Year, let's try something.
Yeah, let's just do
Yeah,
this.
I know this is
Yeah.
gonna be so fucking lame of me to say. Make sure you don't knock that over. Thank you. I love you so much.
I usually am not the one. I will. Okay, like
Just one time.
No. What?
Oh, never mind. I thought you were gonna say I'm not usually the one to knock shit over.
When? When was
one-
the most recent one?
Oh, 5 years ago. But
Oh, okay. Okay. So hold
Just
on.
the one time?
Can we just check my track record really quick? So he felt like it was still a need to say that to
yeah,
me.
well, that's I literally led it with. I know
No,
this is the most
yeah,
annoying thing I've ever
yeah,
said, but
yeah,
like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
well, because you were telling your story and you were like,
Marcos hated that.
look at the glass in my hand. You were like, yeah, because like, big ass animatronics. I'm just like, huh.
Just fucking punch that
Breaking
window out.
breaking mirrors. Sorry, continue.
Um,
You're not the one for resolutions over
Yeah. I'm not typically the one for resolutions, but
Yeah.
like I'm thinking of stuff that's like feasible to do, like, and it's shit that I have, like that I just need to learn how to do. Like I want to learn how to use a smoker for like chicken wings. or like
Yeah.
brisket, or
Yeah.
like not brisket because that shit is like competition level.
I
hard,
got my
but-
dad an electric smoker last year for Christmas.
My dad has one.
Yeah.
And I just might as well just use that.
I love it. You gotta help me.
All right, bet.
I don't think we're driving to sushi.
Yeah. Good man.
Hey, all I'm saying is that don't, no joke, don't. But if you drink and drive, if you drive drunk a lot, statistically, you're gonna get better at it.
Also, increased chances of dying.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Wait, were you done with your thing?
Yeah, generally. Yeah.
Okay,
I know where you're going though.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I put this in the podcast and I said, check this out. That was a joke. Obviously, I totally stole that from some comedian who was like, "Yeah, if you drive drunk, statistically, you're gonna get better at driving drunk." So I'm just saying, funny guy, cool, good for him. Sorry, I totally ripped that. Credit to that guy.
Which guy?
No.
Whoa.
Anyway, so let's get a little political here on the Hispanic on Paper podcast, episode 56. I just saw this news article, which I think is. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So
I vaguely read about it.
Okay, I love this. I read about it vaguely, and then I was like, I got to look into this. This is super sick. In Tennessee, as of 2023 January. Oh, by the way, yeah, today is January 10th, and it is currently like 6:56.
Yes.
In Tennessee, if you are driving drunk and you kill a parent in a car accident, you are liable for child support for their child.
Yep.
And dude, like in terms of like the way laws and shit go and the way like ordinances and all this other crap, this shit is fine tuned like a freaking French violin. Like, dude, it is airtight. Like, if you kill someone on February 1st in a drunk driving accident, which first of all, don't drive drunk, especially in Tennessee.
Well, with the concept of Ubers,
oh my God, it's
Lyft, it is too easy to get a ride.
It's too easy.
It's
And
too accessible.
the most
for that excuse to happen.
Because I've paid some expensive ass Uber. I've dropped $50 on a drunk Uber before, and I was upset about it. But I'm like,
bro, how good is $50 versus a
yeah,
DUI on your record or killing someone,
killing a parent, and now being liable for tens of thousands potentially. So I guess this is a really good opportunity to just say, with our platform, with our 50 people that avidly give a shit about this podcast. First of all, we love you.
Thank you.
We see you. How are you going to yawn at the same fucking time that you're thinking and seeing us?
I'm tired. I can just be tired.
Yeah, me sleepy.
I can just be tired.
Sometimes
I can still be. I
just be kind of tired.
I would like to be. I feel like I try to practice a humble lifestyle.
I support this.
Right. Sometimes you can still say you appreciate somebody even if you're tired.
I support this. Kashi from 40 seconds ago. Chill out. Okay. I apologize on that Kashi's behalf. I don't apologize, but on that because I was a different person.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry you felt offended by that. But gaslighting's not even real. But so Tennessee, drunk driving, if you kill a parent, you are now responsible for child support payments, which I, first of all, like, not only do I support, I think that is innovative as shit.
I think it's also great for, the security of the child.
Yeah, dude.
That's ultimately what it's about. It's like you ripped away everything.
This is going to sound messed up, but like, how did it take this long, man?
Yeah.
Dude, child support's been around, like...
I wonder if this is active anywhere else in the world.
Maybe. America steals everything in general, probably is, which good, cool.
So we're the Apple of the world.
Someone's eye. Oh, never mind. I had a funny interaction today where I was at the gym and I went with my buddy, and I went to the front desk. One of my favorite dudes is working, big ass Samoan dude, cool ass hair, and I walk in. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, Kashi?" And I'm like, "What's up, dude?" And he's like, "How you been?" And I just kind of like, I totally planned it, but I was like, "Oh, sorry, man. I got lost in your eyes," or something like that. Like, just like, homie game. And a couple of minutes go by.
Homie game.
Yeah, a couple of minutes go by. I go back to the front desk to buy an energy drink, and I scan it, and now it's like this young chick who's working, and she's pretty, she's very attractive. And I was like, I didn't realize it, but I was just like, yeah. She's like, wait, scan your membership. And I was like, boop. She's like, oh, no, sorry, scan the drink. And I was like, hey, listen, I know I'm a lot. It's okay. Like I know this is like a lot to take in. And a couple other things go by where she's like, is it under Christian? And I was like, that's my name. I thought my profile said like handsome. It's fine. And this is really, well, we walked away and the friend that I worked out with was just like, dude, you know that those like flirting is flirting. And he, like, I kind of got like dissected a little bit where I didn't even realize it. Well,
Yeah.
I genuinely thought it was just like
Banter.
Well, like, no, like, not even like, hey, this will be a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it's just that's what I say.
Exactly.
That's Christian's dialogue.
The big ass buff Samoan guy that
Yeah.
I love talking to and chatting.
You would have
up
said
with,
the same
I was,
thing.
in my head, I was spitting game.
You were risen.
Yeah, I was rizzing him
Rizzing
up.
up the front desk guy.
And I was just like, yeah, like what?
But the girl was just banter.
Whatever. But like I guess from the recipient's point of view, it's one and the same. Mm-hmm. So I kind of got a little bit of a lesson in like
So
why
that third party.
Why does everyone think I'm so flirtatious? What the hell? Why does everyone think this, that?
We've also been saying this to you for years.
Of course. Well, no. But now I actually don't give a shit. If I'm talking to a pretty girl,
Okay.
she's just a girl that's pretty.
Well,
And
before you just weren't self-aware.
No, because even when I had yeah, sure, exactly. But like when I was 17, 18, early 19, I had this girlfriend that I'm madly in love with. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so bad. Mm-hmm. How do I get in like shoulder proximity of her to like whatever flirt? Mm-hmm. Maybe potentially. I kind of think that's how my brain worked back in the day. But now I'm at the point where I'm like I'm so secure and confident with like who I am.
Yeah.
Even if you think I'm flirting with you, cool,
Bro, it's literally watching Too Hot to Handle and seeing how like the hottest girls
Yeah.
just react to the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
It literally is like, okay, there's no such thing as like there is such thing as Riz.
Yeah, so
right.
for all the audience.
But if you're hot, you automatically have an advantage.
explain
It's just easy.
Explain Riz super quick for our older audience, which we have.
Riz is short for charisma. So it's basically.
is that what it is?
I mean, I think.
So that's really funny. While I was getting into the
Makes
car,
sense.
While I was getting into the car, I literally was like from the gym, like 3 hours ago. I said to the friend that I was with, I was like, because we were doing like, the Wizard of Oz,
Charisma.
the Rizophile, like all this
The
other
Rizzler.
shit. The Rizzler. I was like, charisma, and then my friend Deadass asked, he's like, is that what it's from? Like that?
Christopher Columbus putting your
exactly. So shit like that. But anyway, the charisma or AKA.
Yeah, it's basically just game.
AKA game.
Riz translates to game. So if somebody says, man, that guy is mad Riz,
That guy
he's got a lot of game.
Got that Riz,
He's-
dog.
yeah, just that charm.
I love that.
Charisma. Yeah, watching a show, it's called Too Hot to Handle.
Too Hot
It's
to
basically
Handle.
these people can't
On Netflix.
They have to build meaningful connections. So the show is inherently they just bring on a bunch of hot people who are like used to doing flings and other things like that.
Yeah,
And
one night stands.
One night stands,
Hold
yeah,
on,
yeah.
but like I'm not saying like these are not hot people. These are the 0.01% of sexy guys and girls. They're every single person that's on that island are certifiable.
Not this most recent season.
No?
Some of the guys are pretty
mid.
mid.
I just
yeah.
think it's harder to get. It's harder to find normal or like weird hot guys.
Most of the girls though this season are pretty good. You just don't get a lot of like character
'cause
depth.
Season 3, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, every single one of those people were fine as hell.
Can't confirm. Love it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's our oh camera went
Sky,
up.
would you mind? So sorry.
That is our production assistant. She
Yeah.
can't confirm.
But yeah, no. I love Too Hot to Handle,
Dude,
I haven't seen the new season.
I really have gotten into that
Yeah,
show,
it's
and I
good.
hate it because it's the perfect because it's like literally I just know that I'm watching garbage TV.
Oh no, so I totally recognize that I'm totally like stealing this. The best part of reality TV
Is that
is
it's
the
trashy.
sex.
Yeah.
No, the sex and the
Yeah.
hooking up and like
Yeah.
the tension and like the
which is
watching.
what that show aims to like not do.
So the show pays you
ultimately.
for not having sex.
Yeah.
Or so like a kid.
or
Like,
it,
so
it penalizes you for doing things that are like intimate.
so
and
the way the show works, there's $100,000.
200.
If you or
200,
so
200,000.
season 1 was 100,000.
Okay.
And a kiss is worth $3,000. If you kiss someone, they just yank away $3,000 from that pot.
Yep. And these
And-
people, mind you, these people like audibly say how horny they are all
yeah.
the time.
Well, so
that's like a lot of their characters that they play up.
Oh yeah. Well, the really funny part too is that they trick the sexy ass people to get there. They trick them into saying that it's like a sexy, horny.
Yeah, the show is meant to be like the show is meant to be.
Welcome back to Party on Paradise.
Welcome back to Lost in Passion.
Lost in Passion. Come on out here. You are sexy. You got a lot of Instagram followers. Come on out to our island.
You are a true influencer.
Absolute dime. You are a fit bird, and oh my goodness, what a man wouldn't do to have you in his bed tonight.
Right, man. Everyone here on this island is quite proper.
Exactly. So then. They get everyone lined up and they get everyone on the same, shot. And then they're like, hey,
you're being punished for being...
Welcome to Too Hot to Handle. And every single time, all the sexy ass people are just like, no!
Because they all know what the show is.
Well, because it's a big show. But the funniest part is that they give everyone on the island 12 hours to interact, thinking that it's a horned up, sexy ass show.
So everybody in the pre-interviews are like, I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to go for this person.
I'm breaking her back. Yeah. She's getting her throat tickled. Blah,
she's
blah,
like,
blah,
she's
blah,
like, I'm going to go for him.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have some fun with some of the lads on this island this weekend. I can assure you that much. And then it's like, yeah, hey, by the way, this is like basically an abstinence show.
Yeah, it's like it's like you will lose money if you are not abstinent.
Yeah, exactly. But hold on, it's entertaining.
No. One, it gets it's really entertaining because you're looking at these people and you're like, God, some of the shit they're saying is so dumb.
Oh, absolutely,
it's so dumb, and the activities that they make them do are like just supposed to throw them off their game. It's so like so well.
So it's like, hey, do not be horny. Don't be horny. Don't be horny. But also, we do have some Karma Sutra. Couples yoga.
We're gonna have you paint each other.
Oh yeah,
and you have to turn your energy into the canvas, and then they're all like rubbing each other.
Exactly. So they're like, hey, listen, you're 23 years old. You're super sexy. You're a model out of Brazil.
Yeah.
This chick, whatever. Hey, so we're gonna take this guy that you've been feeling because there's cameras everywhere. You've been obsessed with this guy, but you guys don't want to break any of the rules. Can you paint the Microsoft hill on his abs, on his washboard abs? Do you mind?
And then if they fail, like if a couple is being scandalous and if they're going out and doing all these things that are breaking rules, they're called rule breaks.
They're called rule breaks. Yeah.
They'll get put up into a suite.
Yeah. So dude,
now there's a trust
diabolical.
Element. Yeah. No. There's so the writers of the show are geniuses. They nailed it because they took the hottest, maybe not the smartest people.
Yep. So hold on,
because some of these guys they bring on.
Just because of this, I got to go on a side tangent. But yeah, finish your thought.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, some of these people that they bring on, you're just watching these people interact, and you're like, how is this? Any conversation could happen,
dude. Because like I've been out in the wild, I've been into nightclubs, I've been into bars, I've been into wherever, and I've been like, I want them to fuck so badly. I want that. I want to see them fall madly in love, and to talk to them tomorrow morning and be like, yeah, I got lucky. But that show takes that away from you, which, like, realistically, from a reality TV show standpoint, you're losing that, Mm-hmm. But if anything, it amplifies it because you're like, damn it, I just want them to. And no disrespect, obviously.
Well, they always play up the moments too. Whenever they kiss, there's like intense music.
Yeah.
And like
slow motions,
jump cuts, and
they give them these watches, and like when the green light comes on, you're.
So that's how they reward people. So the whole premise of the show is, okay, ready? So. Oh, wouldn't it just be easy just to not do anything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. So yeah, you listener at home, a Hispanic on paper, a content consumer, you're just thinking, if I got put on an island and I just got told, not to hook up with anyone and not to kiss anyone and not to. First of all,
here's the thing: they're always putting alcohol in front of you.
Oh, copious amounts of alcohol.
Copious. They don't tell you that.
Wait, hold on.
It's always behind the scenes.
This was an interview from season 1. I literally read this on like fucking TMZ or something like that. The like third week or like the third night that they were there.
Yeah.
This one guy is just like there. He's like, "What is this?" And one of the producers, because they didn't cook any of their own meals.
Yeah.
And the producer was like,
venison.
It was venison.
Yeah.
And why are we the producer was like, it's venison. And he's like, what the fuck is venison? He's like, you know what deer is? He's like, yeah, it's deer venison. He's like, what is this? And then he ate it, drank it, loved it. And he's like, oh, I loved it. I've never had venison before in my life. It's very good. It felt very nutritious. It like hit me right.
It's an aphrodisiac.
I had a 18-hour boner that night. I had a woody. It would wake me up out of my nap. I was taking a nap and it just wake me up because I'm trying to roll over and it's like I got this rod in the middle of my bed. Because
and that's how they talk. Yeah.
It's so vulgar.
Yeah,
so vulgar, so horny. Like I love it. But no, they would feed them like aphrodisiacs and deer venison and all this other shit that's famously known. Oh yeah,
and then hop them up with alcohol and then be like, all right, now go ahead. So now when you're watching a show, like
is
it gives
Fiji water? Oh, it's dark chocolate flavored. And you're like, which for dark chocolate gets you going first of all, and it's just like, it's a very like I know we're just fucking talking, but like, dude, 2 Out to Handle's a fun watch.
I'm telling you though, like, if anything. I'm getting an 8-pack.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It'll be unholy. It would only be the only focus in my life would be washboard abs, like the calorie deficit, cutting everything, like doing
being miserable,
being miserable for that look, and then I would just go apply for
I love
2 Out
that,
to Handle.
dude. No, because I American Love. I think way more about American Love Island.
I haven't watched Love Island.
Love Island's really good.
I know that one's like more popular, probably,
especially in the EU, especially in Europe.
Yeah.
But Love Island is really fun too because one, the sex is like allowed, but two, it's there's a lot more sitting around.
Okay.
So it's like, dude, you're alone in this villa for 24 hours a day with no tasks. So the only thing
it's like Jersey Shore but British.
Kind of sort of, because Jersey Shore, it's like the mentality of Americans is so much more like ADHD, and in Britain you're just kind of like, dude, like there's nothing. Let's just cause drama, I guess.
Let's just piss each other off.
Yeah. So they'll do that a lot, but Love Island's great. American Love Island is really cool because, like, you know, like the very first episode, this one guy taught me, if you look up Tommy, so look up like season 2 Love Island USA Tommy, you've seen him on every single Instagram ad. He's cashing out on Instagram ads. Okay, and good for him. You know, like, get your bag.
Awesome.
But you're watching the first episode and like, because you watch Love Island UK, and they're like, "What's up? My name is John. I'm a builder." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's quite probably you're a fit bird. I find you quite attractive." And they're very upfront. They're very direct. They're very blunt.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Hey, listen.
Are those real? Like they'll ask
those
you.
Real.
Yeah.
But one guy was like, "Oh,
crazy.
I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat something. What's the last thing you ate? Because it's all I can smell. All I can smell right now is your breath. What'd you just eat? You don't gotta go brush your teeth or nothing. I'll go eat whatever you just ate, and then we'll be eating and breathing the same thing."
That's kind of Riz. Like weirdly.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
like.
But then you go to USA, which, you know, everyone listening to this is from America, and you're watching it, and she's like, "Yeah, where are you from?" And he's like, "Virginia." And she's like, "What? Virginia? I've never met anyone from Virginia in my life. Are you a simulation?" And the guy's like, "What?" Like, and I'm like,
"What?"
That was some fire game. I'm like, that was like I don't know, because he's trying to win her approval now. I'm like, the US versus UK, like, mind games.
Yeah,
are so
I've noticed
different.
that like a lot of people who are like not from the US are like very direct.
They're very blunt.
Very blunt.
Yeah, very upfront. Like
it's very like I guess I would compare it like American Riz is very subtle. Or
no, well, it seems like it's very long term. It's very like, hey,
it's
like,
played out.
Yeah,
it's very Europeans are like, let's get to it. You're hot, I'm hot.
Listen, I don't
all the stakes
I
are
don't
up.
like your lips, and I don't like your bum, but I think you're quite funny. And I love the color of your hair.
Willing to make something happen.
Would you like to try it? Just you and me. Let's just have a laugh. And like, hell yeah, it works.
And then the music, candle, fireworks, all that shit.
Yeah. So if you've never watched reality, like just trash TV,
please just try it.
Give it a try. No. But like, this is gonna sound so messed up. If we were talking about Daredevil, or
you know that if you're gonna watch that show, understand that this show is not here to win awards. It is not here to be.
Absolutely not.
It is not here to be mentally stimulating. It is supposed to be trash TV that you put on the background, essentially white noise. If you want the effect of white noise with like hotter appeal.
Yep. So it's white. It's so for a lot of the population that would probably listen to this, which is like our old Spanish teacher, my Uncle Jeff, and Uncle Fela. You guys will throw this on and just play it on Fella. Sorry, Uncle Fella. Shout out Uncle Fella, by the way.
Uncle Fella.
Uncle Fella.
The grizzly bear.
the Risley bear.
The Risley bear.
You guys would turn this on, be immediately bored and unamused, and just leave it on, maybe play on your phone, read, study, grade papers, whatever. And there's no in between. you are infatuated with these characters, personas, personalities,
Yep.
intentions. You're obsessed. That's me. That's 100% me. When I'm watching like on Hulu, I'm watching Love Island season 1. There's an episode every day. Every day there's an episode.
God.
So I'm just like, damn. So you know that like whatever happened like recently, you know? So it's like
Sometimes the camera quality is so shitty. Like watching Hell's Kitchen, I can never know when that's filmed. Like,
oh yeah, for
watching
sure. The era?
so watching what's the one? It's what is it? What's the one where it's actually like a really really nicely oriented competition, 3-panel judge? It's not
what's it
Hell's
about?
Kitchen, but
it's cooking.
It's a Gordon Ramsay show.
Oh,
What's it called? It's not.
I thought it was Hell's Kitchen.
Fuck, it's not Hell's Kitchen. Because Hell's Kitchen is the one.
Is it like Iron Chef or some shit?
Yeah, I think it is Iron Chef.
Iron Chef?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
Iron Chef. So it's Iron Chef. I think it is that. I just
Yeah,
didn't want to say that
keep
because
going,
I
keep
thought that was Bobby Flay. No, whatever.
Keep going. Yeah.
There's that one, and then so like Hell's Kitchen. When you watch it, there's always this grainy film to it, and like you kind of don't know when it was like filmed.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
kind of like a mystery.
Oh, yeah.
Like these shows though, these garbage TV shows have like nice cameras because they want to show off obviously how hot these people are. Master Chef, that's what it is.
Gosh, there's
Thank
so many.
you. Jesus.
Yeah, Master Chef.
But can I just say I love all those shows though?
Yeah,
I love
anything Gordon Ramsay does.
so I love Hotel Hell. I love Hell's Kitchen. I love Master Chef. I love Ink Master
and Forged in Fire.
and Forged in Fire. I love Forged in Fire for a lot of reasons. And yeah, I think I just like a lot of those shows where it's like that off perspective and then the panel interview.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just kind of like get a perspective of the people.
The talking head interviews add so much to the show. That's why like The Office. Obviously, I don't think The Office made that famous, but they made it digestible.
They made it mainstream.
Exactly. So like, if I were to watch like I don't know what's a big show going on right now. Like if for some reason Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would have had just like a talking head interview between two, like Phil Coulson just like, yeah, hey, listen, this is a big bad guy. I know his power levels are off the charts.
BBEG.
Yeah, exactly.
Big bad evil guy.
Bad evil guy. I didn't quite communicate that to my team. However, I have faith in them and I think that they'll be able to handle this. And then it cuts to one of the bad guys and they're like, dude, this is gonna be the easiest thing in the world. Phil Coulson's being super upfront with me. I can tell he's not hiding anything. And you're like, what? Like, what?
Oh,
Well, gee whiz. Like as an audience, it definitely like takes away. So DC stands. So for those of you who don't know, Marvel, the biggest superhero company in the world. The second one, DC Comics, Batman, Superman, you know, the counterparts to MCU. The fans that prefer DC to Marvel, one thing that they hate about Marvel movies that is consistently an issue if you're a DC fan, if you're looking for it, it's definitely an issue. The laughs and the gags and the silly like whatever, it takes you out of the action.
yeah.
It removes you from the tension and the drama and the heart pumping. Like, wow, like I'm really in it. It takes you out of it, which is a fact. So in Moon Knight, one of the most famous, like, I love Moon Knight. I don't know if you finished it.
I loved Moon Knight. No, I finished it. I finished it before you.
Yeah, that's right. Moon Knight, whatever. We won't review it or talk about it. But the point is, there's one action.
We already
sequence.
did that, by the way.
You're right. Oh yeah. Hey, we did. Moon Knight. There's one action sequence where it's like this, where Moon Knight's fighting these like Iranian, Afghanistanian soldiers, and they're all on horseback, and they all have swords and javelins and bows and arrows and guns. And Moon Knight has a personality thing where he keeps switching back and forth.
Yeah, multiple personalities. That's his thing.
And halfway through the fight, accidentally, it switches to like the soft personality.
The tame guy,
Yeah,
who's like who like wouldn't hurt people.
So it's the American like switches, and he's like, "All right, guys, hey,
time out.
I think we could talk this out. Personally, I think we could talk this out. Let's just everyone take a break. Let's everyone take a beat." And then he gets like stabbed in the chest.
He gets shot like 3 times.
Yeah, he gets shot, stabbed in the chest. He's like, "All right, take the body." And then they
Flashback,
switch again. That's hilarious. Needless to say, as an audience member, as a casual movie watcher, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I loved it. But a casual DC watcher sees that and they go like, "No, it took me out of the scene. I didn't appreciate that. I I felt juvenile as an audience watching that.
I want to be the refined type of viewer.
Yeah, so like, and in a lot of cases, that's a very fair. Like, if what you want is a DC movie that keeps you 100% locked in the entire time, good.
Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut was everything that the franchise wasn't.
Yep. No, it wasn't funny. That's the only thing you could really say about it. It wasn't funny.
It might not tell you a joke, but it'll never tell you a lie. That is not a bad story.
So that's one thing that I'll say was like, it's like it was, you didn't laugh a single time watching this. Or I mean, like there were a couple gigs and gags, but like
yeah.
That's the best way to put it. Yeah. Oh, was it funny? Yeah. You watch Iron Man? Fuck yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think, and you know, to kind of tie it all up, I think that's one thing that reality TV just understands is you're spoon feeding your audience. You know exactly what they want to see. You know exactly.
Oh, yeah.
The first kiss of the couple that you've been anticipating for, 3 weeks now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they'll slow that shit down by 0.021% and make sure that you really...
Every guy at this camp spots one girl who's just the alpha.
Yep.
She's just the hottest one.
In season 3, because
they all compete for her.
I haven't seen season 4 yet, but in season 3, the girl's name was Georgia. And they intentionally do the talking head interviews. Georgia was the...
Too Hot to Handle?
Yeah, Too Hot to Handle season 3. Georgia with the banging body. Oh my gosh. You look her up. But yeah, anyway, the point being...
I have a feeling you're like one girl. I'll show you a new girl from this season.
Oh, yeah, keep going. You're probably right. If she has blonde hair and blue eyes, I'm sure you'll be right.
Uh-oh.
But in season 3, this girl was named Georgia. And in episode 1, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes in, it shows every single guy in the villa, and the question was obviously who's your favorite, but oh my gosh, this is gonna sound so fucked up. She's just really skinny.
Oh, Britain? I thought you would have liked Britain.
No, she's gorgeous. Oh, whoa, hold on. She is stunning.
So here's the cast.
She is stunning, but I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more
yeah, this season I don't know, man. They're all good looking, but man, that's the it girl this season, Kayla.
Yeah, she looks like a bitch. I love it. That's one thing that trash reality TV does so well is that the bitches have all the power, because obviously in Love Island, and one of the most recent seasons of Love Island, this girl's name was Liberty, and Liberty was famously batshit crazy.
Let's go.
And you were just foaming at the mouth to watch her get into some type of altercation. Because there's a guy on the island, I forget his name. Mm-hmm. He really liked her. And he thought that he was getting through to her in some capacity of yeah, that's Georgia. Wait, will you show my camera? That's Georgia.
Lord have mercy.
Fuck. Wait, show your camera.
Huh?
That's Georgia, and she's a certified dime. But at one point it shows it where it's obviously the question was, well, who do you fancy the most? And it was Georgia, most certainly. Georgia
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Every guy.
Georgia, yeah, she's a fit bird, isn't she?
Then the chase begins. Then the tension builds.
But there's that one point where there's the bad boy, the island bad boy, who painted nails, shaved side of his head, where he's just the American from fucking L.A., California bad boy, and Georgia is from Peru or some shit, whatever. But there's one guy there that was from Hawaii or the Samoan Islands or some shit like that, where surfer guy, and he's like, "Hey Georgia, I wrote you a song." Yeah, or Georgia, you're the type of girl that makes me speed up and want to floor ya, or just like that. And you're just oh man, it's so cringy, and you're just oh no.
And then so, she's like,
yeah, no. She was Georgia, she's so uncomfortable. But Steven, the bad boy, saw the whole thing.
Yeah,
and he was oh fuck,
about to eat this
up. This is everything I need. And then she's and he's huh. And he tried to do the Riz, the long con.
Yeah,
and he's and hey, listen, shh, don't say anything. Just sit with that. And I'll bug you later, okay? And he takes his guitar,
bug you later.
Takes off, goes inside, and then Steven goes slides right in. He's yo, that was fucking whack. Leans in, lays a fat one on her, and they macked for a minute, dude. They made out for some time, and they're both beautiful people. So shit, you're hell yeah. But oh my gosh, dude, I don't know. Like
It just makes you realize though that like there's no limitations. Straight up, there's it's only your head.
yeah. There's only your head, but like you
only
know,
your head.
it's you know, it's cool to be horny. Oh, let me try that again. Yeah, it's cool to be horny. Hispanic on paper stands, but is there anything else we wanted to like kind of hit? I'm so sorry. I know.
No.
Yeah, that was, I had a fucking blast.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
that was a
oh,
good
real
little,
quick. We have to talk about the hike.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay,
wait, what are we
okay.
at? What are we at?
We are at 119.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! Good episode.
Final point.
Final point, and for our future selves, and if you guys at home, you please actually you carry it.
What?
The night hike, just kind of.
Oh yeah. So basically, I was done dirty by Apple so many times. I was spoon fed the wrong app.
Well, don't do that. Just tell the. Okay.
Check this out. No.
If you got to talk about it, talk about it.
Yeah. So when I pull up
Talk
to
your
the
talk, talk your
so I
talk.
pull up to the hike, everybody was here. It was me, Tim, Josh, Hector, Jace, and that was it.
Aiden
Aiden.
and us, and no
Us.
Jace, but it's fine.
No Jace. Oh wait, Jace was
Jace wasn't there. He was invited. He just didn't pull through.
Whoa.
Point being, we had all just been like, hey, we need to arrange
A night hike.
to go hiking.
Yes.
Sand Mountain.
Yep. And Marcos packed a little lunchbox. Packed a night. He packed 2 PB&Js. Packed some candy. Packed some water. And
I
everything.
packed a shit ton of beer and cigars,
Yeah.
and
And then, we packed our little amenities and we went up.
it was on.
Yeah, and we summited it in about probably like half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour, 28 minutes.
Yeah, we did Gold Mine Trail.
Gold Mine Trail on Santan Mountain. If you're not Arizonian, don't worry about it. But if you are from Arizona, Santan Hike Gold Mine Trail.
Yep. Beautiful view of the whole valley.
It's easy, but it's not. Okay, wait. Oh, I got it. It's easy. Not anyone can do it. I won't say that everyone can do it. There's a couple parts where like it's a little treacherous. There's some high steps. There's some putting your hands down on the ground. Not for us. but,
Overall,
like,
not bad. We're all tall
not
guys.
bad. Yeah,
so
we're
we
all
were
tall
just kind
guys.
of
so
maneuvering.
we took breaks.
Yeah, we did.
We were also dressed for like a 40-degree night because it
Yeah.
was. But at some point we had to start taking off layers because
Just
like,
heat it up
shit, dude,
so
it's
fast.
cold. But we were getting so warm that yeah. Keep going.
I
Sorry.
think it was perfect. Once we actually got to the top and we got everything established, we had a speaker and everything. We were just blasting music because who the fuck is around?
yeah,
right.
yeah, music blaring.
Busted out a PB&J sandwich, and I was like, you know what, Marcos, this is a perfect photo op. So
Yeah.
Marcos sitting down, just whipped out a PB&J, took a photo, and then put Gold Mine Trail and just posted it.
So did anything come of that?
Huh?
Did someone swipe up or something like that?
Straight up, I didn't even check.
I love that. So here's the funny thing is that like Hector, one of our boys, I love Hector to death. I'd die for him right now. Hector, he didn't eat anything that day. Mm-hmm. And at the base of the mountain, he had a beer, he had a shot, he had a beer. So we're
loose.
yeah, we're going up this damn mountain, and he's like yeah, let's go.
I'm good.
Yeah, let's go. So we're like 3/4 up the way, and he's like, dude, I'm lightheaded. I need a second. So like one of my big things where it's like, I know this is gonna sound super fucking lame, as the most fit protector of most groups that I'm in, just knowing my past and my history, I like to stand in the back. I would
just say you're the eligible fighter.
I'm the best fighter and I'm the strongest. Those are like the two biggest things where I'm just like, hey, if for any reason anything goes wrong, I'm the most comfortable being in the back.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the most okay with getting hurt, Like no one breaks bones like I do. I just do it,
Womp, womp.
Subtle flex. But so I just prefer to be in the back. So every time Hector would slow up, I'd slow up with him and just be like, whatever. And we're so now 3/4 of the way, he's like, I need a second. And now one last stretch.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 60 feet of hiking.
Yep.
And he sat
a
down, he took a second, we made it to the top, and all we see is Arizona for everything that it's worth.
Yeah.
And it was serenity.
Yeah.
So to piggyback off of Marcos's seemingly like just PB&J,
Yeah.
the thing that Hector required most on this earth
Was one of those.
was a peanut butter and jelly Sammy.
And boy, did I provide.
Marco snapped that pic and he's like, oh, whatever.
I had 2 of those bitches prepared, by the way.
So Hector is laying on his back, and we're an extra, 1,000 feet elevated.
Fighting for his life.
And Hector grabs another beer and this PB&J. And Hector... I'll never be as happy as Hector was in that moment. Because he had everything he needed out of life right then and there. He wasn't going to get lightheaded again. I had a cigar. The boys who had their paraphernalia had their paraphernalia, and I
packed that sandwich like I knew there was going to be someone asking.
It was amazing.
I did.
Hector's like, dude, this is the best PB&J I've ever had in my life. Like, it's everything I need. And yeah, I had my cigar. Caught a fat buzz. We had 2 boys up there that were in some some emotional jams. PB and jam.
Oh,
double meaning.
Is
not too bad.
Little
not
double
too bad.
entendre.
And I don't know. So you guys, if you've never gone on a night hike, give it a go.
Give it a go. But if you're a girl,
don't go alone.
Don't go alone. If you're a person,
don't go alone.
Don't go night hiking alone, because that's how people go missing, and then that's how urban legends start, and then
I'm sure Davy Jones was just a regular fucking guy.
We fortunately had nothing to worry about because we were 5 very, very big burly men, 6 big burly men
that could take care of ourselves. But and hold on, watch this.
What?
If you're a girl or a person that doesn't want to go night hiking alone, hit us up at Hispanic on Paper Podcast. We'd gladly go night hiking with you.
Yeah, we would protect if you ever want to have that experience. You know what? Podcast hosts who hike.
Podcast hosts who hike. Today we don't fight.
Mm-hmm.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I really thank you. Like, this is so stupid, but I had a fucking blast here with my boy. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 56 of the Hispanic on Paper Podcast.
My name is Marcos.
You got to do all the plugs. I'm sorry.
Oh, do all the plugs. Follow us on Hispanic on Paper. Follow us at Hispanic on Paper Podcast on Instagram. Hispanic on Paper Podcast on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, rate us on Spotify. All of that
and
stuff.
Apple Podcast. Yep.
Apple Podcast too. Follow us there.
Instagram at Hispanic on Paper Podcast. DM us with segment topics. DM us with controversial topics. DM us with some hot takes.
Yep. If there's anything you want to talk about,
if you want to come on, if you want to come sit right here at this
touch this lava lamp,
psychedelic throne. Yeah. Come touch this lava lamp with us. It's a very special thing.
Yeah.
Please just DM us at Hispanic on Paper Podcast. We're going to have some fun, zany guests coming on soon. We're going to have some pretty intellectual, some freaking,
dare I say,
academically savvy, academically loaded guests coming on the show. It's probably going to be our first ever Zoom episode, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we're going to have to try to figure that out.
Yes, we will. But yeah, man, episode 56 of the Hispanic on Paper Podcast, the classy episode. Thank you so much for tuning in.
My name is Marcos.
My name is Kashi.
Catch you next week.
Take care.